morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope everyone's just chilling out. Happy Sunday. Happy morning after Poopgate, Scatmas, whatever you want to call it, however you celebrate it. Welcome. We survived another year, another Poopgate. So I thought we could have a little bit of fun. I saw that Kaibella had uploaded this video yesterday. It's called a scatgate recap, the truth with screenshots 1 year later. So I thought, let's just watch this, have a little bit of fun. Let's just listen to Kaibella's side and just have a chill Sunday. So let's get to it.
Hey guys, since today is the anniversary of Scatgate, woohoo, we're all excited apparently. Everybody's throwing parties that I'm not invited to.
I thought that was really funny. Everyone's throwing parties that she's not invited to. That's messed up. You guys should definitely invite Kaibella to your parties, because without Kaibella, there would be no Poopgate. So,
but since today is the anniversary of Scatgate, I wanted to go over the messages that have absolutely nothing to do with scat, which is 99% of the messages between me and Salah. So let's just read them one by one from Salah to me, all of his disgusting messages that have absolutely nothing to do with scat. Because when I was on Lolcow Live a couple weeks ago, I actually got cut off before I was able to finish telling them more about the situation, and all we got to cover was the scat stuff, which is literally like 2 messages out of fucking 100 screenshots.
I think if they would have gotten, if she would have had the time or the opportunity to have brought up the whole grape thing on Lolcow Live, I think it would have gotten very dark. And I don't know how that would have played out, because they really didn't touch on that in any of those episodes, if you guys remember. So that would have been very strange, because that's like, and again, I don't really watch Lolcow Live other than the little portions that our community was involved in. So I don't know if that is a topic of conversation that's been brought up on that show before, but I feel like that could have derailed it, because it's such a heavy topic. But I'm kind of glad that didn't come up, because humiliating Salah is more important than highlighting the fact that he's a deviant piece of crap, you know?
So
to me,
happy
anyway.
Scativersary. Let's get into this. Trigger warning, in case you have not seen these messages before, they are graphic and they get sexual. So there's that. Just to remind everybody as well, really quick, this is a married Muslim man who took an interest in my TikTok, and we started messaging when his wife, Chantal, Foodie Beauty, was in Canada. She is a Canadian Muslim revert. They're both living in Kuwait currently, so he cheated on her while she was in Canada last year at this time. So yeah, that's that.
I just want to say one thing, and I think it's pretty apparent. And however you feel about Kaibella, that's your opinion. I fully respect everyone's opinions. I just want to say, she has a light in her eyes that Chantal does not have, no matter how many filters she uses. And I just want to point that out, especially in this video. She looks very bright-eyed, and just, there's someone behind the eyes, whereas Chantal is just dead. So I could totally see why Salah would have been attracted to Kaibella. That's all I'm saying.
I think Salah tends to forget that, you know, he claims to be this alpha and omega and whatever else this god he claims to be. But he was begging me to be dominant because he wanted to be submissive so bad. Do you remember? Woof woof.
Yeah.
That was him in a submissive position. Me telling him to bark for me so I could get the screen recording, of course, and post it on Twitter for everybody. You're welcome. But
thank you. From everybody, thank you.
your husband, Chantal, is a submissive little bitch.
Also, her nails are really pretty. I love her nails. They're really pretty.
Like this message right here. When he's asking me to be dominant, he goes, try hard. And I said, I don't know how to be dominant. And he said, I want to see what do you feel when I insult you and dominate you. Because I make you look like worthless shit and fucking dirty under my service.
Moving myself.
That's what your husband wanted for himself. Remember that. Remember that, Chantal. Also, while he was in this submissive position, he let me know that he was into this, where he says, Bring your sexy, perfect ass, goddess. I want to put my head inside it. Worship your ass. I want to finger ass and lick it for 8 hours. Fingering. With your farts. Oh my god.
You guys. This is very graphic, but also I apologize if it's very blurry. It's blurry on her end. It's not my video. How does one stick someone's head up someone's butt? What a weird thing to say. And I'm not trying to kink shame anybody, but my God, what a strange thought to have of all the deviant thoughts, you know?
American sex, yes. Your husband, Chantal, is into whatever that is. Okay? Again, submissive Salah, okay? Submissive little bitch Salah, your husband, Chantal. Worship your ass, I worship your ass, I worship your ass, I worship your ass. And then I said, good boy. And he said, yes, am your good boy. Where's the chain, goddess? And I said, around your throat? If he didn't pick that up where I threw that down, insane. Crazy. Let's also not forget when he asked me what we should do with his wife in general. And I said, get rid of her. And he said he can't because he loves both of us.
I just want to point this out. It says, what you want to do with my wife? Kaibella says, get rid of her. He said, I said what you want to do. It's almost like he's asking her like what Kaibella wants to do to Foodie, like in the sack. Are you getting that vibe too? And stay in Canada. Can't. I love both of you. That's such a weird. I don't know. I don't know if I'm reading this correctly or not. Maybe it's just my paranoid brain.
Which that happened quick. Like your husband Chantal is telling other women he loves them within a couple day time span. Especially not just another woman, someone who was your beezer or whatever the fuck, you know? And if this isn't enough proof that Salah does not respect Chantal whatsoever and he's actively currently still cheating, even though it's been 1 year later, he says stuff like, I said to him, you know, she can't do anything about it. And he said, yeah, she's going to be mad a lot and upset. And I said, oh, well. And he said, you can serve me while she's still with me. He says,
that's so fucked up. It's like, it not only is he cheating on Chantal over text, but he's actually thinking about the logistics of how it could work with the three of them. That is some fucked up thinking. And it's not, that's what I mean. It wasn't just like a fantasy to this guy. He wanted this to be his life. He thought this could have worked. And you know what? Listen, I think that if he wanted to bring another woman in, I still don't think that Chantal would leave him. I really don't. I think she has cucked herself into a corner so hard that leaving him is more humiliating to her than staying with him regardless of the circumstances. And that's just my opinion.
I love to own slaves like you, to control them and make fun of them while they worship me. Eventually, throughout the conversation, Salah switches and becomes the dominant one. And that's where his true colors start to shine, because I never consented to talking about forceful penetration or anything of that sort. But
that's interesting too, that she brings up this point that she didn't consent to that kind of scenario or whatever you want, a daydream, fantasy, whatever you want to call it. That's fucked up. But I guess I don't know anything about that kind of fetish, so I really don't know what goes through someone's mind like that. So
he immediately jumped into using the R word a lot. So he often said things like,
trigger warning, you guys, just if you need it,
I will grape the shit out of you. I know you're a slave loser. You're gonna cry and whine. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Your husband Chantal, while he was being submissive, like really, really was into people farting on his face.
Why is that so fucking funny. Because I can't look at the motherfucker and take him seriously. I can't. He's such a peon, this guy. And the way that Chantal always tries to big him up like we don't know what he's really like is fucking hilarious.
I really, really, really am not curious to know what the fuck you guys do in that bedroom.
Yeah.
And the infamous holy Christian white ass message.
Okay. I really worship your sexy ass. Good. I want you thinking about it 24/7. Yes, I'm always thinking about it. And I imagine that on my face, on my beard, on my mouth. And I can't avoid it. It's holy ass, holy Christian ass, white ass. That is so fucking... Oh my God, this guy. Jesus Christ. And you know what the fucked up thing kind of is that if he was an iota attracted to Chantal, I bet they'd be pretty compatible in the bedroom. If he was at all attracted to her, it could possibly work, but since he's not, it's never gonna work. But it's just like, I could see her getting on board with this stuff, literally getting on board with the shit.
Let's not forget that. Back to Salah being dominant, he says, I feel that you're a pure bitch, a pure worthless slave who gonna clean and kiss my feet and shoes every minute.
Do you guys think that he's ever had Chantal kiss his feet like she used to do to Nads? And we know what his feet look like. Oh, God. And we know where her mouth has been. Ew. Oh, God. I'm cursing myself out right now. I gotta stop.
I feel like I'm talking to a real dog slave who has no personality, no dignity, no morals.
No personality. I don't know if it's just him because English is not his first language. Okay, I'm just going to gloss over that one. Just a pure dog with chain, drag you and pull whenever I want and spit on you whenever I want. Shit, that is so fucking gross. That is so... Listen, if you're into that, that's great, but you have to know what it's like to the rest of us. It's... you know? This guy is so nasty. Can you imagine what he smells like? Oh, God. Yeah.
Sounds like someone you're married to be honest.
Yeah.
Salah. Just a pure dog with a chain. Drag you and pull you whenever I want and spit on you whenever I want. Shh on you whenever I want and piss on you whenever I want. Salah then sends me a bunch of illegal pornography, illegal where he is. I don't know how he got it. Telegram. But there's men choking women, there's men stepping on women's faces with the men's toes in the women's mouths, all the women are in uncomfortable, degrading positions. It's really disgusting. And he follows all of those images up with, I will do all of these with you and humiliate you. I'm gonna spit on your face and stomp your goddamn face and pee on you.
That's Chantal's husband, fake husband, you guys, right there. What a catch. I am, and I know I could speak for a lot of people out there, we are deeply jealous of not having a man just like that. I am so grateful for my husband. Oh, I'm so grateful for that sweet man.
He also says messages like, fuck you, bitch. You're the biggest whore I ever seen. I insult you always. And you are just cry, bitch. Useless. Don't have nerve to reply. You're such a loser.
Why does he keep calling her a loser? That's like that word keeps coming up in all of his messages. It's bizarre. God.
Him saying things like, don't have nerve to reply. I wasn't fucking responding. I just literally was just letting him go. Do you know what I'm saying? The message before all that was an emoji.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the iconic...
Like he jumped on her hard. Literally, like, ugh.
Beta bitch, woofing, submissive, alpha, and omega. That Salah claims to be. He says, yeah, I'm the alpha and omega, am Salah Almighty, am the God and the King and the Empire.
Isn't that very haram? Is that Muslim girl still Abida? Is that your name? Are you still here? Is that haram? I'm just curious. Like, it's kind of like you have no gods before me, that kind of a thing in Christianity. Is that the same thing in Islam?
That's what your husband thinks about himself while he's also walking around on his hands and knees and barking for people and like, and you know. Honestly, I think your husband is the OG of the second wife arc joke because he says himself, "You will be my second girl and you don't have the rights to talk. Shut up and worship me without being annoying." Then the man that Chantal converted to Islam for, put on a hijab and an abaya for, asks me, "You like to the humiliation and blasphemy of religions too?" Too hot, I think.
Oh my God. Why? It's like you open the floodgates. Not only does he want to poop and pee on someone, but he wants to grape them. He wants to do things with their Bible. It's just like, where does it end? And this is just with Kaibella. Like, we don't really know the depths of his depravity, of his sexual depravity anyway. We only know from this one experience. And granted, it was over X amount of days with Kaibella, but like, wow.
No offense to your old religion, am your religion and God now anyway. Salah then says, "I created you to worship me, 'cause I'm the only God." Salah says, "You should send me money 'cause of this. You're worthless to waste my time on you." And I said, "I have no money." And he said, "After you work, what you will work and how much your salary usually, bitch." I said, "TMI."
I wonder. Never mind.
He says, "My holy feet on your face. I swear to God. If you went out the home without telling me or sent me your pic or told me where to go, I would grape you, bitch slut."
Jesus, one more time with that.
Or told me where to go, I would grape you, bitch.
Okay, I swear to God, if you went out of the house without telling me or send me your pic or told me where to go, I would grape you, bitch slut. So I only say that because, or send me your pic. You know how Chantal let it slip that she has Salah send her photos of wherever he goes, like he has to FaceTime her or whatever he does, sends her pictures or locations or whatever. That is fucking weird. Like, he wants to know where she is by having pictures. That is like a jail. Can you imagine? Anytime you leave your partner for whatever reason, you have to send them a picture of where you are to prove where you are. That is like, I wouldn't want to live like that. I'd rather be alone any day of the week than have to stay in a relationship like that. And listen, if you're in a relationship like that where your partner is so controlling that they have to know where you are 24/7 with proof, I hope this might be a wake-up call that you don't need to be in a relationship like that. If anyone out there is listening is struggling with that, listen, there are resources out there. Reach out to a friend, reach out to a family member, anybody. You don't need to stay in a relationship like that. I would even tell that to Chantal. But seeing as she's the one that makes him take pictures like that, I don't even know how to. She is a weird specimen, you guys. This is fucked up. This is so fucked up that we haven't even peeled the layers of how fucked up this whole thing really is, because we're so focused on the poop thing when really that is literally just the surface of what a scumbag this person really is,
Bitch slut. "I feel that you're a pure bitch, a pure worthless slave who gonna clean and kiss my feet and shoes every minute." He says, "I'm gonna grape you one day." Sorry for all the grape talk, but It's not just scatgate, you know?
Yeah.
More like grapegate.
That's the point, I think, is we should be making like heavier than we are. Ugh, it's so gross to talk about.
He also claims he's a god, but he says he's going to grape me and my Bible and my cross. Don't worry. I wasn't fucking worried. You should be. I mean, if you believe in God.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's lighten the mood a little bit with me asking Salah if he thought Chantal was a catfish. And he says, in real life, she was a little bit bigger because she's short, not tall. I have no problem with any body shape, except the skinny. They're disgusting.
Do you want to bet if a skinny woman showed any interest in Salah and had a job, you think he wouldn't be with her? Are you kidding me? That is probably such an aspiration that he doesn't even think it would be real to him, to have an actually healthy woman be interested in actually like a relationship with him.
So,
Bullshit.
Skinny girls,
Yeah.
you're safe.
Yeah.
Never forget him saying, if you can travel, come. Until Chantal come. And I said, I have no money right now. And he said, oh shoot, I hope you can recover your financial situation. Let's also not forget Salah having an issue with Egyptian people because he says, I don't know how you talk with Egyptian, how low you are. The infamous
He's such a piece of crap. Like, he's such a piece of crap.
feet pics.
Oh, God.
I mean, I don't think it was really just a texting thing, just an online thing. He just wanted to shit on me thing. When your husband, word for word, also said, we're gonna meet up. I'm gonna find my ways. And I said, make Chantal pay for it? He said, you think so? And I said, yeah. And he said, she gonna pay for another girl to come to me.
See? I didn't see this one. She pay for another girl to come to me and fuck her. I don't know if he's saying, like, if he wants Chantal involved. You see what I mean? I'm reading it a different way, I think, than a lot of people are. I'm just going to be quiet.
And fuck her? And I said, exactly. And he said, imagine what's she gonna do? And I said, nothing. He also said, nothing.
That's so humiliating, Chantal. Fuck.
Here's more of him saying, I feel that you are a pure bitch, a pure worthless slave. He calls me a white trash whore. And he says this.
I don't know. It's just me or Salah seem a little bit racist. just a little racist. I know he's homophobic, but I think it's safe to say he's also pretty fucking racist, right? Yeah, white trash my ass. Mm-mm.
So, yeah, that's all I really have. Happy scativersary, whatever you guys want to call it. But, you know, you can clearly see the messages weren't about scat really much at all. Chantal really just loved to push that narrative and tell the whole world that her husband had a shit fetish. I don't really know why she loved to do that, but that's why everybody calls it scatgate. And, you know, her husband does have that fetish. And you will not see anywhere in those messages me participating in that fetish because it's absolutely disgusting. The whole point of this was to expose him. I was not.
And she did a fucking great job, I just want to say. My goodness. Chantal always likes to complain that Kaibella was after clout, chasing clout and 15 minutes of fame. I don't know, Chantal. Like I said in my last video, at least Kaibella got on Lolcow Live. And she wasn't humiliated in the least. So, love that for Chantal.
Having fun, if you know what I mean. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, check out all my other socials linked down in the description. And yeah, hope y'all enjoy your day.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will put the description of Kaibella's video in the description, the link of the video in the description below. I always screw that up. Sorry. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great scatgate poop miss, whatever you guys want to call it. But I do think, in all seriousness, we don't focus enough on the actual deviancy of this individual in Salah, right? So there's a lot to unpack there, to the point where it's like he has a humiliation fetish, and Kaibella proved it with receipts that he likes to be the omega and the alpha. I really am curious if Chantal and Salah did have any kind of sexual relationship. What was that like? Because Chantal herself says that she's a dominant person in the bedroom, but we see how she crumbles, right? She's got no backbone. She has zero, like, negative self-respect. So I'm just curious how that worked. And I don't really want to get too much into that because gross, but that's where my mind's going. So I'm going to end the video here because, again, gross. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up on the video, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. For now, take care, stay safe, and stay away from Salah. Bye, guys.